Hello, everyone. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Each Sense. I am a consultant, particularly with business and financial consulting. I want to give you guys some advice, and honestly, this advice deals mostly with you and your mindset, economically speaking. And what I'm trying to advise you guys to do is for you guys to be a professional. So, what do I mean by this? Plenty of times you go to school, you go to events, on your job. Sometimes you'll have people say, "Hey, Chris," or "Hey, Christine, you have to be professional," what have you. Okay. And typically, what they're trying to tell you is that, hey, you have to act accordingly to the way your job wants you to act and how common people will want you to act. And it is true that you must be professional to have success and, be successful in life overall. But what you need to realize is being professional does not necessitate that you have a job. Being a professional, first and foremost, is having your economics together where you can make a living without a job. Let me repeat that again. Being a professional means that you're trying to make a living without a job, and you can do so stably without a job. So you think about entrepreneur, you think about a business person. This is typically something that most people have a hard time doing. Yet you will have a lot of individuals at the same time say, "Hey, you know what? Each sense, I can't do a business. I don't like doing businesses. Businesses aren't the way for me. I want to, acquire a job, make a living from a job, and that's that. I don't want to do anything else." And my thing to that is, okay, but at the end of the day, anyone can have a job. Not everyone could have a business and be an entrepreneur, but see, they teach you this in finance that the lower risk there is, the lower the rewards there will be. There aren't that many McDonald's jobs that's paying you, high amounts of money for you to make a living, unless you're some sort of officer, executive officer, or some sort of vice officer, or um, vice president in an organization. But besides that point, and coming back to being a professional, what you need to keep in mind is you must every single day improve yourself, work on yourself, and more importantly, establish a system where you can make a living without someone taking away your job. There are plenty of times, and let me repeat this again, plenty of times I've heard people who've worked in the industry for 10, 20, or 30 years, and their business tried to get rid of them. Let me repeat this again. Their business, in the sense that they worked under, tried to get rid of them. They're near retirement, and the business does not want to pay their pension like they were promised to do. So they're going to create some elaborate ways so that they could get the employee to quit, or they could essentially fire the employee because of some bogus statistic. That there in these United States of America is what a lot of business people do, right? Even though you're a professional, even though you're a professional, they will still try to mess with you. And that is why you got to come in and be what I like to call a professional to the core. That means you take care of yourself. You make a living without a job, stably speaking. So you create your own business, corporate entity, your corporate structure, and you go on from there, and you're able to dictate how you make your own living. Of course, this is going to be difficult. There's different corporate structures and entities you can choose from, from corporations to LLCs, partnerships, whatever you can name. But what you need to keep in mind is that not everyone is going to follow what you do. Besides being a professional, what you need to keep in mind with this mindset change to be a professional is that you have to put in more work and have more responsibility. Let me give you a story, okay? You have a story of Jimmy the engineer. Jimmy the engineer has worked at a company for the past 37 years. So he got out of college, university at age 21 once he graduated. 37 years later, he's 58 years old. He's nearing retirement. Now, the thing with Jimmy is that Jimmy is cynical. Now, why is he cynical? Because although he has just a couple years left for retirement, the business is trying to take away his pension by establishing a whole bunch of rules, a whole bunch of obligations, a whole bunch of other things so that they can get away from paying Jimmy. For example, they try to open a new office branch like 2-3 hours away from his house in another city. And they tell Jimmy, hey, you know what? We need you at this other branch, and you can no longer come to this branch to work. Why would they do such a thing? Because they want to stress Jimmy out so that he could not come to this place and keep his pension. That's why. And during those last years, Jimmy is just stressed the heck out. Now, here's another story. Jimmy's brother, Johnny. Johnny, he took a different route. Okay, he graduated college, university, same engineering degree. He got employed. However, a couple years later, after Johnny gets employed, he decides that he's going to quit and make it out for himself. First few years is hard. First 2 or 3 years is hard. But eventually, the business he starts ends up being a wide success. So successful that Johnny ends up selling out his company and business and living off the millions of dollars he sold from that business to not only take care of himself, his family, his kids. Yes, Johnny has kids, all right, but also have a peace of mind. Now, technically speaking, both of these people in the common parlance are professionals. They're both engineers. But guess what? Jimmy, because of business repugnancy, had to deal with a lot of harsh realities from the business world, whereas Johnny came in, started his own business, struggled in the beginning, but used that struggle to propel him to run and grow his business, sell it off, make millions of dollars, and live peacefully in the end. That is the whole point I want you to get into your skulls from this video, one way or another. Even if you're broke, even if you are a person with a job graduating from some high-end college or university, you will want to learn how to start and run your own business and make money for yourself. Because in this new economy, this quote-unquote gig economy, because of the whole pandemic, you're going to see a lot of people just lose their minds. They're going to lose their minds, and they're going to lose a lot of opportunities. So that is all. If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to contribute It's going to be on my page on my YouTube channel. And do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share the video. That's all. Bye.